What if I told you that if the way you think about money is the reason why you might not have none? The way that you think about money shifts and shape whether it comes to you or it flows away from you. Hi, I'm Nia. I drop down to earth money and home buying tips for high achieving women seeking the stability they desire and deserve. Let's talk about it. The way that you think about money can be seen as how you use money. Let's talk about shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. The way that you see money as always leaving you or never having enough or always holding everything so close to your heart, believe it or not, that can cause you to have more financial stress. It can cause you to make poor money decisions, and it just goes on and on from there. But you ever notice some people that always just have money flowing to them and flowing towards them, and you seem to never be able to become financially stable? You work really hard, you make decent money, you're doing all the things, but it's not really helping you achieve the financial stability that you thought it would. It could be because you have a scarcity mindset. Now, a scarcity mindset is the belief that everything has a limit. And if I got to hold this close to me because if I don't, there won't be any left. You know, gatekeepers, that's a scarcity mindset. When you gatekeep all information and you don't allow anybody else in on anything, that's a scarcity mindset. You're scared if you actually give them some information, they might use it to their benefit and there won't be any left for you. When the reality is, the more I give information out, I'm leaving the space for information to come back into me. So you're creating a cycle of information that's constantly flowing. Because I don't know if you know many wealthy people, but wealthy people talk about money. They talk about passing around millions like we talk about $5 or $10. And it's because they have a different mindset and it's a shift that has to occur. You have to transform into how you think about it. Okay. So, one of the great ways for you to start that transformation is very simple, it's very easy, and it's something that we probably don't even think about: practicing gratitude. Be grateful for what you have. We spend a lot of time, setting out our goals and saying we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And we spend so much time about thinking about the goals that we haven't accomplished yet instead of thinking about the ones that we have. So here's an exercise for you. Get a piece of paper and write down on that piece of paper what you are grateful for. And you might think to yourself, like, well, I got a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. I don't see it as that. But if you are able to flick the switch and the light comes on, if you have food, you were able to get up and eat food and you have to be concerned about where your food was going to come from. If you got up and went to a job and you made money, if it's Friday and you're watching this on Friday and it was payday, all of those things are a privilege that everybody doesn't have and everybody doesn't have the chance to experience every day. So there are things to be grateful, but I want you to get a little bit deeper on your exercise. I want you to write down, what are you grateful for financially? What have you come from? What break down that testimony, okay? Where have you come from? Where were you last year this time? 6 months ago? What have you accomplished? I know myself personally, I remember having to skip bills each month, okay? Like this month, maybe the light bill don't get paid this month and I can afford for it to be late because I got to put that money somewhere else. I didn't have enough money to pay all my bills every single month, okay? So I can celebrate that and be very happy about the fact that I know my bills are paid and current. The amount of stress that relieves off me personally is amazing. And that stress being relieved helps me move forward and work towards more financial goals. Okay? Because that's one of the things that we have to realize is very important. When you go to the store and you're one of those people that you spend because you feel like, oh, I have to buy all of them because if I don't buy them, then they'll all be gone. That's a scarcity mindset. A better mindset is to say, like, what's meant for me is me. Because let's be real, if you buy all of them, If it's do you have shoes or accessories or any of those things to match it? How many things have you bought that's realistically in your closet right now with a tag that you was like, oh my God, this is so cute. I have to get this. And then you don't have anything to go with it at home and you never found anything to go with it. So now it literally just sat in your closet. That's money sitting in your closet. You do realize that, right? Now, shifting that mindset and thinking about it. So, going again to those people that you feel like money just flows to them and they always seem to be just coming into some money when you see other people always working hard and not getting any. That's more of an abundance mindset, okay? It basically means that you believe that there are enough resources and you feel like there are enough opportunities for everyone. So you don't need to hoard the opportunities. You don't need to gatekeep all information because they're going to make money and there's still going to be money for you to make. Okay. It does not alleviate your ability just because you shared some information. Okay. If it's meant for you to get that shirt or that outfit or whatever it is, it's for you. You didn't get that job. That's okay. That means that that job wasn't for you. It's very possible that you got blocked from somebody you were going to not like working with. And it really was something helping you and saving you as opposed to you being blocked from that job. You thought that job was what you wanted, but it's something bigger and better that's out there for you. And that's where you're really supposed to be. I personally spent 4 years trying to move to a location and nothing ever worked out. It will always be, I didn't get the job, I got denied a transfer, all of the things, okay? And then I didn't give up. I didn't think like, oh, because I didn't get that, that means that it's nowhere out for me. I still kept applying and I started opening my mind to other places. And then when I tried somewhere else, in all of a week, I got a transfer and a start date. You see what I'm saying? So it's really important for you to visualize yourself. Where is it that you're trying to get to? Visualize yourself there. What does it look like? How does it feel? Okay, so you want to pay off debt. Once that debt is paid off, what happens with that money that's now coming out of your paycheck going towards debt? What will you be doing with it? What will your day look like when you're not worried about trying to work overtime or looking for a side hustle or stressing about what bills you're going to pay when you get paid? What will life look like for you? Envision yourself there. Think about it as if it's going to be your new reality. Talk about it as if it's your future. Don't say if I, say when I, okay? Now, you finish that gratitude exercise and you've figured out where you've come from, can you give yourself a pat on the back? Can you clap for yourself, please? Now, lastly, studies show that 80% of millionaires, they believe that their mindset had to do with their money. They believe that it played a big role in how successful they were financially. So I'm gonna give you 4 basic tips, and I've already dropped 2 of them, but I'm gonna say them again. So 1, you're gonna practice gratitude. That can be keeping a daily journal. That can be having a conversation with yourself. That can be getting up in the morning and saying affirmations. 2, you're going to set very realistic goals. Break down all of these big goals you have into micro goals, and then break down to what can I do every day. If I have to save $10,000 by the end of the year, okay, how much do I need to save per month? Okay, well, how much do I need to save per week? Okay, well, how much can I save every single day that if I save this amount, it's going to get me to my goal? And then you work on that amount daily. Take it one day at a time. It's much easier to take things one day at a time than go after this big, huge goal. The third thing I'm going to suggest you do is surround yourself with positive influences and people. So you're going to surround yourself with people who support you, even if they don't understand why you want what you want or why you're doing what you're doing. And then lastly, which I spoke about before, I want you to visualize yourself where you want to be. Visualize what car are you going to have? Where are you going to live? How many children are you going to have? Are you going to be married? What are you going to do for work? What are you going to do? Where's your money going to come from? Visualize those things, write them down, put them out there in the universe, and start to act and believe that that is where you're going to be. And those are your next steps. If you have any questions or you have suggestions, definitely don't forget to drop them in the chat. And of course, like and subscribe while you're here. And with that being said, I'll see you next time.